Hello discoverers, and welcome to my quaint little cottage. But this is no ordinary cottage, for this is in fact a time machine. Today we shall be taking a journey through time, to the very beginning of the earth, and stepping outside to an alien world. A world that looks nothing like what we know today, a violent place, completely inhospitable, that will make you wonder how such a place could one day produce such an incredible variety of life. So discoverers, put your feet up, grab yourself a brew, and join me, your navigator and your narrator, David King, as we journey back in time, all the way to the Hadean Eon. We have arrived, 4.6 billion years ago. Before we step out the door into the vast unknown, let's take a quick look out the window. What you see is not a planet, or any sort of solid ground, but instead a vast emptiness, for we are in space. In our solar system, before the formation of the Earth, we can see a very young sun, only a few tens of million years old, burning less bright than what we see today. All around us is the building blocks of Earth, small particles of elements such as silicon, iron, magnesium, and hydrogen. This dust slowly orbiting our new sun in a disk shape, and this disk is called an accretion disk. Using our trusty time machine, we can see over tens of millions of years that the dust around us slowly accumulates through gravity, forming a rough round sphere, our Earth. Now that the Earth has formed, we can finally step out and see what it was like. We are 4.54 billion years in the past, standing on a sparkling new Earth. As we step out, we are confronted with a world that is completely alien, a molten world, lakes of lava, molten rock flowing everywhere, intense volcanic eruptions spew in every direction, and in the sky above, there's no moon, a dimly shining sun, and a steady barrage of asteroids and comets. It's what we imagine hell would look like, and it is no coincidence that this era is named after Hades, the lord of the underworld. How can such a world sustain any sort of life? If not for our little cottage force field, we would have been dead within minutes. Temperatures skyrocketing to nearly 2000 degrees Celsius. Even the very air and atmosphere would be toxic to us, with an atmosphere mostly of hydrogen, CO2, water vapour, with some methane and ammonia added in just for fun. This toxic combination also gives our world a hazy yellow-orange glow, adding to the hellish landscape. As we continue our journey on forward through time, we arrive 4.5 billion years ago, and as we venture out and take a look into the sky, we see an apocalyptic scene. We see a planet hurtling towards us. As we brace for impact, the planet collides with the Earth, splintering and rupturing the planet. But fear not, as this is clearly not the end of the Earth, but is potentially one of the most important moments in Earth's history. For what we are witnessing now is the formation of our very moon. The name of this colliding planet is Theia, about the size of Mars. With a collision, large chunks of the Earth and Theia itself is thrown up into our early atmosphere and beyond, and over time, this debris of both Theia and Earth slowly accumulates into the moon. This moon, however, looks vastly different to what we know today. It looks much bigger, but this is only due to the moon, over the eons, drifting further and further away, and one day, it will leave our orbit for good. Not only does it look bigger, but the crater-filled moon that we know and love today is instead much more smooth. The craters come quick enough though, as through the ages our moon protects us from asteroids, which in turn leave their mark, slowly changing and denting the surface of the moon. So now we have a moon in the sky, and as we keep going forward in time, the Earth gradually cools. While still not sunbathing temperature, unless your name is Anakin Skywalker, it is still a very toasty couple hundred degrees. The molten world has slowly formed solid rock, and we can even see the water vapour from the volcanic activity, as well as some extraterrestrial water from comets, has formed pockets of water on the surface. Now this might seem impossible. With the scorching temperatures, surely the water will just boil. But physics is a funny thing. This atmosphere is not only toxic, but it creates a much higher pressure than today, and this crushing pressure actually increases the boiling point of water, allowing it to stay a liquid on the surface. So now we have a moon, we have water, and we have solid ground. Slowly but surely this Earth is becoming more hospitable. But As we approach the end of a Hadean Eon, this hellish time frame has one last show for us. 4.1 billion years ago, we look to the sky and see a barrage of meteors, more than we've ever seen until now. There are constant collisions all the way around the world. We have entered what is called the Late Heavy Bombardment. This bombardment lasted 300 million years. It was constant asteroid and comet strikes, and it marks the end of a Hadean Eon and the beginning of our next venture, the Archean. So now our story ends, and we must return to our present day to refuel. I hope you've enjoyed our journey through the beginning of the Earth's history. Next time, as we journey through the Archean, we will see a world covered in water, cooler temperatures, and the beginning of life itself. So thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Remember to keep learning and discovering, and until next time, goodbye.